Welcome to Hidden Costs, where we uncover the invisible price tags behind modern trends. Today, we decode the silence of wealth. Look closely at this footage. This woman is walking through a crowded street, completely unnoticed by the tourists and shoppers around her. She is wearing a simple gray sweater. To 99% of the world, she looks like she is running a quick errand. But look at the weave. That is not regular wool. That is baby goat underfleece harvested once a year in Mongolian highlands. The price tag for this invisible item? $4,200. It costs more than most people's entire seasonal wardrobe combined. No logo, no G for Gucci, no LV monogram. Welcome to the era of quiet luxury, where silence is the ultimate status. For decades, we were told that wealth was loud. We were sold the dream of big logos and flashy gold chains. But in 2026, the game has changed completely. The ultra-elite are hiding in plain sight, using a secret code of silence. They call it stealth wealth. It is a way to separate themselves from everyone else without ever saying a single word aloud. This is not just about fashion choices. It is about a psychological arms race between the middle class and the top 1%. Tonight, we investigate the hidden costs of the quiet revolution, why your brain is being hardwired to chase a shadow you cannot catch. We will expose why the rich are ditching logos and how global corporations are playing both sides of the fence for profit. We also explore why trying to mimic this look is a financial trap designed to keep the aspiring middle class permanently poor. Let's be honest, logos used to mean something. In the 80s, a logo was a direct billboard for your bank account. Sociologists call this aspirational consumption. You bought the logo to signal to the world that you had finally arrived at success. But then, the inevitable happened. The logo became a victim of its own success and lost its power to distinguish the elite. By 2025, McKinsey reported that logo-heavy brands hit a ceiling, while quiet luxury sales surged by over 25% globally. The elite did not stop flexing. They just changed the frequency. They moved from public FM radio to an encrypted satellite channel. Enter the stealth wealth titans, Loro Piana, The Row, Brunello Cucinelli. They don't sell clothes, they sell the concept of invisibility. It's the ultimate flex, being so rich that you don't need to prove to anyone that you are actually rich. This shift leaves the middle class confused. They're looking for the badge, but the badge has been woven into the fabric. Social media has tried to catch up. The old money aesthetic trend is just the internet trying to reverse engineer this code. But mimicry is not mastery. Buying a beige blazer doesn't grant you access to the inner circle of the true elite. Designers are now stripping away features. The less the garment says, the more it costs. It's a paradox of modern value. This strategy works. While the mass market struggles with inflation, the quiet luxury sector is immune to the economic downturns of today. Walk into their stores. The emptiness is the point. Space is the ultimate luxury in a world that is overly crowded. The real transactions happen behind closed doors. The public sees the window display, but the true collection is hidden away. The payment is seamless. The cost is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is maintaining the barrier between them and us. But why does this matter to you? Why should you care about what billionaires wear? The answer lies deep inside your brain. Let us decode the tribal signal. Your brain is a 200,000-year-old status scanning machine designed for survival. In our evolutionary past, missing a status signal meant missing out on resources, or worse, getting kicked out of the tribe. Quiet luxury is a high-involvement signal. It requires cultural capital. You cannot just see it, you have to learn to see it. To recognize a $1,300 pair of loafers, you have to be in the know. You need the secret knowledge. You have to understand the silhouette, the stitching, and the specific shade of greige that fast fashion cannot replicate. It is a secret handshake. It tells other elites, I am one of you. I have the time to care about details that others ignore. This creates a powerful barrier. If you do not recognize the brand, the message was not meant for you to understand. The hidden cost here is mental bandwidth. We are trapped on a status treadmill, constantly running but never moving forward. As soon as the middle class learns the quiet code, the elite will change it again. It is an endless game of cat and mouse. This anxiety drives consumption. You feel inadequate, so you buy more, hoping the next purchase will finally make you feel secure. But security never comes. The goalposts keep moving. The specific shade of beige that was cool yesterday is outdated today. This constant scanning and updating exhausts our cognitive resources. We spend energy on status that we could spend on real life. Let us pause and pivot. This is not just about psychology. It is about money, massive amounts of money changing hands. The brands know this. They have weaponized your insecurity to build empires, and they are playing a double game with you. They sell you the illusion of timelessness, but underneath the marble exterior, there is a cold, calculated machine. Influencers are the foot soldiers in this war. They are paid to make you feel like you are falling behind. Every time you swipe your card to catch up, you are paying a tax on your desire to belong. The chaos of the mass market funds the serenity of the elite. Your noise pays for their silence. Remember that. Who are you without the clothes? If we strip away the fabric, does the status remain or does it disappear? We are becoming mannequins for brands that do not care about us. We display their wealth while depleting our own assets. The signals are everywhere, but now we are going to look behind the billboards and see the ugly truth hidden there. It is time to pull back the curtain. This is not just classy fashion, it is a calculated corporate strategy for dominance. Truth 1. The dual line trap. Big luxury houses play both sides. They have two distinct playbooks for two different audiences. They sell the loud logos to the aspirational class at a 1,000% markup to fund their high-end operations. They literally tax your desire to look wealthy to subsidize the anonymity and privacy of the actual billionaires. You are not joining the club when you buy the logo. You are paying the membership fees for someone else.
Truth 2. The camouflage of inequality. We are living in an era of record-high wealth inequality across the globe. In 2026, the top 1% holds nearly half of the world's wealth. Being flashy is now a security risk. Visibility is now a liability. It invites resentment, higher taxes, and public scrutiny that the elite want to avoid. Quiet luxury is psychological armor. It is how you stay rich without being targeted by regulators or the public. It allows them to move through the world unbothered, enjoying their wealth without confronting the reality of inequality. Truth 3. The sustainability lie. Brands claim these unbranded items are investments that last forever. Buy less, buy better. They sell you a story of ethics. They tell you that because it costs more, it must be better for the planet. But look at the data. The production of high-end cashmere is an environmental disaster for fragile ecosystems. Overgrazing by goats in Mongolia has turned 80% of the grassland into desert, all to meet the demand for softness. It guzzles water, 20 liters for a single gram of fiber. That is the thirsty reality behind your $4,000 sweater. In 2024, investigations revealed that even ethical brands had supply chains that were brutal and opaque. The hidden cost is in the drying riverbeds. It is in the carbon footprint of artisan fabrics across the globe. Often, made in Italy just means the final button was sewn there, while the dirty work happened in low-wage factories. The dyes used to create that perfect greige are often toxic chemicals that poison local water sources in the global south. We pay a premium for purity, but we're often buying a product that is just as dirty as fast fashion. And durability. Modern luxury cashmere is often spun so thin for softness that it pills and tears within a single season. It is planned obsolescence wrapped in silk. You're meant to replace it, not pass it down to your grandchildren. The corporations win every time. They sell you the problem of status anxiety. Then they sell you the expensive solution. So how do we win a game where the rules are designed to make us lose? The answer is simple. The answer is not to buy a cheaper, quiet sweater. The answer is to change the currency of your life. True status does not come from the brand of your wool. It comes from the impact of your work and the depth of your character. The most influential people of our century often wear the same thing every day because they have nothing to prove. Their work speaks louder than their wardrobe. They have opted out of the status game to play a game of meaning. Audit your why. Before you buy, ask, am I buying this for the quality or for the signal it sends to strangers? Invest in utility, not signal. Buy clothes that serve your life, not your ego. Choose tools over costumes. Build cultural capital. Knowledge, skills, and experiences are the only status symbols that never depreciate. You can lose your shirt, but you cannot lose your mind. Invest in what stays with you when the trends fade. The real flex in 2026 is knowing that you are enough regardless of the price tag on your back. Because the most expensive thing you can own is your own peace of mind. That is a luxury that cannot be bought. If this analysis helped you see the world differently, consider subscribing to Hidden Costs. We have more secrets to uncover. Everything has a price tag. Make sure you're not paying for someone else's game. I am your host, and this was Hidden Costs.